This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're at the Copper Box in London today, a couple of days out now from the start of the Olympic qualifiers, right here where we're stood right now with me, Team GB hopeful Pat McCormack. Pat, been a little while since I've seen you. What you've been up to in that time that's passed ahead of this huge event, the final hurdle?
Not much, mate. Just been training hard, getting ready for these qualifiers.
I've seen a lot of you guys have been out sort of sparring with Kazakhs and others. What's it like having those final preparations in there with other world-class athletes as well? What do you take from that?
Yeah, it's good being over in Kazakhstan. Went over there for 2 weeks, about 6 weeks ago. Got us into gear a bit, sparring with the top lads in the world. So yeah, can't wait. In good form.
What's the mood like sort of around the team at the minute? When I saw you all in Sheffield, it was a bit more light-hearted, a bit jokey. Still had a few weeks to go. We just had the announcements, so everyone was in good spirits. A bit more business-like amongst you all, it seems, today going into this final step.
Yeah, everyone's just ready to get the job done. Yeah, it is more like business now. Everyone's on it though. The team's looking well. Everyone's on good form. We've been sparring well. We've been doing well against all the countries in the gym bouts, and everyone's looking on good form.
When you're going towards something like this in the final week or so, what's that preparation like for you? I'm guessing you've tapered down when it comes to sparring and stuff like that. Is it just about mental more than anything?
Yeah, everyone's down to the weight now a bit, so everyone's feeling sharp. Everyone's a bit low on food. Yeah, but everyone's feeling good. Can't wait to get the show on the road.
Being one of Team GB's brightest hopes going into this, a lot of people are looking at you as someone that could bring a medal back. Does that come with any added pressure for you? Is it something you think about at all?
No. When you're expected to get a medal, it makes you feel like you're worthy of a medal and you should be getting a medal. So I don't feel like it's any pressure. I feel like it's good for you.
I appreciate you're still one step away, but for yourself and your brother both to be #1 at your weight for Team GB with this one final step before you both go to Tokyo 2020 is remarkable for a family to be in that position. How proud are you of the position that you and your brother sort of put yourself in, where your family is right now with that one final step there?
Yeah, obviously I went to Rio and Luke didn't get picked, so it's going to be good for us both going to the Olympics. Obviously it's going to be good for me club, Berkeley Boxing as well, for two people to go to the Olympics from the same club at the same time. It's sort of unheard of, so yeah, it's going to be good.
Given that you've been there before sort of as a competitor and he hasn't, have you given him any advice about how to deal with things like this? Maybe if he's getting a bit restless, a bit bored, waiting for all the action to get going?
Nah, he'll be sound, don't worry about him. He'll be sound.
There's some serious talent in this squad, you and your brother amongst it. How excited should we be about this team going into Tokyo 2020? We're expecting a big haul from these guys, yourself included.
Yeah, definitely. They've got an unbelievable team here. I was on the Rio team and I feel like this team's better. Obviously we've got better medals at the Europeans and better medals at the World, so I think we're going to get better medals at the Olympics as well. Now,
we just had the announcement when I last spoke to you, and we talked about the response from friends and family and everybody in Berkeley as well. As we get closer, I'm sure you know how many people will be coming down and sort of pushing you over the line here. Are you expecting a few busloads to be coming down and getting behind you here?
Yeah, listen, whoever wants to come down, more than welcome. All the fans are going to be English anyway, so they're going to be all cheering for each fighter, so it doesn't really matter. I remember boxing in Russia and I was walking out and it felt like the full stadium was just wanting us to get beat, so it's going to be good to have all them on my side this time.
Before I let you go, Pax, you got a media to do. I just wanted to pick your brains on a couple of things. Northeast boxing, first and foremost, someone we've spoken about before. Lewis RITSON is back in action next month against Miguel Vazquez. You were there at his last fight. I know Lewis is someone you sort of keep an eye on. How do you see that fight unfolding? Good test to see where he's at as he looks to push towards world level.
Yeah, up in the northeast, Lewis RITSON's the man. He sells the stadium out. That all the fans love him. So, yeah, I think with all them supporters behind him, I think he's gonna do a number on him. I think he's gonna beat him.
You were there at the Robbie Davis fight. I was there. That atmosphere is unbelievable, as it always is when you pack plenty of the northeast into one building. Does that give you that little bit of desire to know that one day that could be you in that same position?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, he's doing the Northeast boxing proud. He's filling the stadiums out. He's bringing all the fans into it. So he's just warming it up for us coming through. So he's doing a great job.
Final one, another Northeast boxer, Josh Kelly, is going to be headlining down here in a very near future against David Avanesyan. Good step-up fight for Josh. How do you see that one playing out, Pat?
Yeah, it's a good step-up fight for him. Both of them good fighters. I think Josh will win on points.
Final one for you, Pat. Everyone has been sending you messages. I'm sure you've had loads going into this final little step here. What message will you give to friends, family, everybody getting behind you as well?
Just come down and enjoy the show. And that's it.
Pat, thank you very much as always for your time. Best of luck, mate.